Hey guys, Raiden here, and as some of you might know, I've probably played an unhealthy amount of Monster Hunter in my lifetime. I love Monster Hunter a lot. I've streamed so much of it. I think about 70% of my time on Twitch has been spent playing Monster Hunter World and other games. I started back in 3, or Try, or whatever it was called. But anyways, Monster Hunter Rise, which is the upcoming Monster Hunter game coming on the Switch, is now releasing some gameplay trailers for each individual weapon. I kind of wanted to do like a reaction analysis to all of this stuff for two reasons. One, I know this isn't exactly a Monster Hunter channel, but you know, it's something I care about, and I don't really get to analyze things that often because I play a lot of story-based games, so I don't watch the trailers because a lot of Japanese games tend to spoil half their game in the trailer. And the second reason is, I don't know, I guess I just want to generate as much hype for this as possible because I'm hyped. So anyways, let's just start. They released the Bow and the Dual Blades trailers so far, which I have not seen. So let's give these a look. I just saw a Dragon Piercer. I saw a Dragon Piercer. Uh-oh. Ooh, they really kept the effects from World. Okay, they still have the Leaping Slash, too. Oh, that charge animation is really pretty. I love what they did with it. Yep, I was right. That is Dragon Piercer.
Take this.
Ooh, Herculean Draw? Silk Bind attack? Wait, hold up. That say it increased the attack? So, from what I can understand, I don't know if you guys want me to, like, pause these or just go all the way through them. But as I understand, I'm just gonna go back a second. I promise I want to let the trailer flow from now on. But specifically, before I react to the rest of this, they have something called a Silk Bind attack, which I can only assume is like the Monster Hunter Double Cross Generations special, like, super ability, like a fighting game super. Or it's just something you can use the Silk Bug to do, which, if you don't know, the Silk Bug is the new mechanic of Monster Hunter. It's like a little, I don't know if it's called a Silk Bug or whatever it's called. I think it's called a Wire Bug. It's a new mechanic for Monster Hunter that is going to change how a lot of things play. But here we're seeing it used on the bow, and they seem to be just a straight-up attack buff? Yeah, that's what it seems to be. It probably does something more in-depth than that, but for trailer's sake. I have to admit that is a little... Oh! That was kind of cool. What was that? Focus shot. Energy through Harmony. Increases stamina recovery. So that's a dodge ability that gives you back stamina. That will be useful. As someone who's played a lot of bow in their life, these moves here are useful. I wouldn't say that they're the most fun additions, right? Like, this is just an attack buff. It's really pretty, but as far as I can tell from the trailer, is just an attack buff, and I think that's the most boring type of move you could give a person. It's an option which, yes, makes it very interesting, but at the same time, it's nothing I would get super hyped over, honestly. The focus shot does seem to be pretty useful, and it's pretty stylish, too. I don't know if the backflip is required in part of it, or if that's just the wire bug backflip. Still, pretty cool. I like what I saw here. I don't know how much the bow moveset's really going to change because of this, or if it's going to change at all. Because from what I'm seeing, the new wire bug stuff, or the silk attacks, they don't really seem to... They don't really seem to augment, like, the base moveset of the weapon. They seem to be something that's like a buffing system, but I don't know. We'll actually have to take a look at the dual blades here, and... Alright, dual blades. What do you got for me? I honestly don't play dual blades that much. I kind of play every weapon, but I think I dual bladed myself out. I'm so glad Royal Ludroth is back. I miss that boy so much. Oh, they still have the Levi spin from World. Okay, that's cool. Shrouded Vault. That seems like it had armor on it, or some iframes at the very least. Piercing Bind. Death by a strand of silk. Is that increasing? That looks like it's increasing the amount of hits. Yeah, gain extra attacks. It looks like for every attack, you're getting like 2 or 3 attacks out of it, which for dual blades is kind of crazy. Honestly, I think the dual blade skills look a lot better here that we're getting. Most of the moveset is the same thing that we've had in the past. Obviously, we use the wire bug to augment vertical play a little bit, which is really cool. But this shrouded vault, I think this is a good balance for the dual blades, because anytime the dual blades gets anything, it is almost evasion based, right? Monster Hunter World gave the dual blades like some insane mobility with all the new clutch claw stuff and all that, and it would feel wrong to kind of take that away, especially since we don't essentially have the clutch claw anymore. So they kind of took it and made it into the shrouded vault, which I really like. Also, that set looks rad. I'm just saying, it looks super cool. And the second one does seem like it's probably going to be the meta choice. Like, right? It is essentially, you can get some iframes and what I'm assuming is a pretty strong attack. Like, it might have some pretty good motion value. Versus infinite more damage. So, piercing bind, at least for people that want to get things done quickly, is probably going to be the way people go, but I don't know if these are, like, you have to select one of these before you leave, or if it's like you gain access to both of them. I'm unsure at this point, as, you know, I just look at these trailers. I'm not reading up on articles 24/7. But still, I do think these Silkbind attacks are a good mix in between some of the more ridiculous stuff we've had in the past, like the freaking styles and generations, and classic Monster Hunter. Because if there's always been a little tug-of-war in Monster Hunter's design, it's always been that classic Monster Hunter players, I'm not saying all of them, obviously, but a lot of people like the classic Monster Hunter gameplay, and sometimes they feel that the styles in Generations or Double Cross kind of defeated the purpose, because let's be honest, when you have things like iframes out of Demon Souls, guards and parries and all this, it's super cool and a lot of fun, but it does kind of take away from the base difficulty of the game that everyone kind of has to go through. But I think this is a fun, even balance, where each weapon's getting a bit of crazy stuff here, but it's nothing that is going to make it like, you know, aerial heavy bowgun. I wish I didn't. But anyways, yeah, this is probably my first look at of all these weapons. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's just a little tiny video. And if you're not a Monster Hunter fan and want to watch along in these videos, go ahead. I think you'll learn a lot and maybe even become interested in the series. Monster Hunter Rise coming out on the Switch sometime next year. I don't remember the exact release date, but yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Right now.